We were pleased to start our journey through the Southwest at the Blue Iris, where Chef Alex Juan showed off its very exciting menu.
As our Southwestern trip goes on, we've decided to see how the Southwest was won by visiting Mr. Alex Juan here. Alex, thanks for taking the time. Your restaurant has taken Southwestern cooking to kind of a new level by adding some ingredients, making some change. Why don't you tell us what is Southwestern food?
Sure. What I believe Southwestern food to be is kind of a melting pot of things that are going on in the Southwest right now, but also incorporating all the kinds of things that are real popular in Chicago, because it's important, because that's where we're buying all our ingredients, that's where we're getting all our stock from. So, plus we wanted to move it up one level and take it away just from like things like burritos and tostadas, which are very popular Southwest items, and bring kind of a newness and kind of eclectic, flair to it. And so I can show you better by some of our examples, that we have, And the first one we'll bring out is pozole, which pozole is a very, very Indian-like dish. And where we got this recipe was from, we actually did some Hopi Indian recipe research, and this is a dish that comes from the Hopi Indians, only we've changed it around a little bit to modernize it, make it more healthy. Because, again, Southwest cuisine's got a bad reputation for being unhealthy when it's not.
So now, let me just add in that Southwestern cuisine, Texas belonged to Mexico before we took it from them. So
there's a lot of influence from Mexico in the cuisine. But
now,
also,
many people would call these spare ribs, correct?
Yes, and that's exactly what they are. We've taken, like for instance, the Hopi Indians.
What is the name of this?
We call that Navajo American Indian pozole.
American Indian pozole, okay.
Right. And so what we've done is we've taken all the animal lards and things. I mean, obviously they would have been cooking with animal lards in those days, and spices that we're not familiar with and we don't like anymore, like for instance tumbleweeds and grasses.
But they were easily available then.
But back in those days they loved them. Here's a very traditional Southwest dish called canada bovada. And what that is we've taken it a little bit further, because what we've done is taken pork tenderloin. In the old days, they might have used the pork shoulder and then just cooked it, marinated in a Caribe sauce, and then cooked it till it falls apart tender, and then stuffed things with it.
What is this now?
That's espinacas with pinto beans and a little bit of chilies in there, and
what's espinacas?
Spinach. The next dish we're going to bring out is the trout, and obviously there's not a lot of trout going into the Southwest.
There's a big stream that runs through the Tucson desert. I've been there. I was there once.
What we've done with this is we've taken a very traditional cowboy kind of look to it, and we've taken you could do this on the trail, in other words, and so what we've done is, and people would, and so
this is the river trail.
The river trail, right? Exactly, Santa Fe River Trail.
Okay.
So what we've taken is the trout, we've cornmeal coated it and then pan fried it, and we've added a chipotle pepper cream sauce to it, which is made with, believe it or not, no butter, which is important nowadays to keep the cuisine real healthy. So
we better leave this one here. We might just have to work on that a little more.
And the next dish is
Can I just
pollo asado. Sure.
Gail, I think it's time for some margaritas.
Oh, you got
It
it.
kind of gets that spirit going. Okay.
All right. This is pollo asado, and what it means is chicken that's been grilled, and it's got it has a saute of vegetables, and again, no butterfats, no oils, no butter. Nothing to make it unhealthy.
Now this is pico de gallo sauce, which has kind of an interesting definition. What does that mean?
Yeah, what pico de gallo is
I always thought it was a vegetable.
the peck of a rooster. And that's the direct translation. So what that means is it's got a little bit of a sting to it. So when you eat the goat cheese with pico de gallo, it has a little bit of a, almost like the peck of a rooster would sting you.
Now tell us about our app we've got sitting
That
here.
one is, since we opened up a Southwest restaurant, we had to have cactus in here somewhere. We absolutely had to. So what we did was
There's one growing over there.
Exactly. What we've taken is prickly pear cactus, and we've mixed it in a bruschetta style with eggplant and chilies and different kinds of peppers, and then we served that with a little bit of garlic toast. This is probably one of our most popular dishes, and what it's called, we call it drunken chicken, because we've marinated the chicken overnight in tequilas and different kinds of chilies and garlic and so forth. And you hear me say chilies a lot because it is very popular in Southwest cooking.
But not all chili is spicy, though.
Exactly. Not all chili is hot. We use it in almost every dish. We use like 30 different kinds here, but we don't use them to heat the dish up, except for, there are a few exceptions like this. This we call shrimp and prairie fire pasta because it is extremely hot. And since we make it to order, we can make it milder, but the real way to eat this dish is when it's really hot.
These are authentic Southwestern shrimp. I want you to tell them how the Southwest can be won here at the Blue Iris. What's your hours, what's your address, what's your phone number?
Well, we just started lunch, so we're open for lunch. We're open from 11 o'clock all the way until 11 o'clock at night during the week, 7 days a week. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, we're open from, again from lunch, and then all the way up till 2 o'clock in the morning. And we have a little bit of live entertainment on the weekends.
Here's to your good health.
Oh, well, thank you.
And let's dig in.